भारत में इंजीनियरिंग शिक्षा को नया आकार देने के लिए नई दिल्ली में IEEE विश्व की सबसे बड़ी टेक्निकल प्रोफेशनल ऑर्गेनाइजेशन एडवांसिंग टेक्नोलॉजी फॉर ह्यूमैनिटी ने उच्च शिक्षा स्तर सम्मेलन ट्रांसफॉर्मिंग इंजीनियरिंग एजुकेशन चेंजिंग पैराडाइम्स इन इंडिया नामक एक शिखर सम्मेलन आयोजित किया। ये शिखर सम्मेलन भारत में इंजीनियरिंग शिक्षा के भविष्य पर चर्चा करने के लिए सम्मानित शिक्षकों, इंडस्ट्री लीडर्स और पॉलिसी मेकर्स को एक साथ लाने के लिए किया गया है। बता दें कि 2024 IEEE के अध्यक्ष और CEO टॉम कुगलिन ने कार्यक्रम को संबोधित किया और कहा, तेज तकनीकी प्रगति और इंडस्ट्री के बदलते परिदृश्य के लिए इंजीनियरिंग शिक्षा में कई बड़े बदलाव की आवश्यकता है। फ्लेक्सिबल और अंतः विषय दृष्टिकोण को अपनाकर और इंडस्ट्री एवं शिक्षा जगत के बीच मजबूत साझेदारी बनाकर हम इंजीनियर्स की अगली पीढ़ी को कौशल और ज्ञान प्रदान कर सकते हैं। इसी के साथ ही IEEE इन परिवर्तनों का समर्थन करने और यह सुनिश्चित करने के लिए समर्पित है कि भारत में इंजीनियरिंग शिक्षा उत्कृष्ट बनी रहे। वहीं IEEE उच्च शिक्षा शिखर सम्मेलन ने भारत में इंजीनियरिंग शिक्षा को नया आकार देने, इसे वैश्विक मानकों के साथ संरेखित करने और छात्रों को भविष्य की चुनौतियों का सामना करने के लिए तैयार करने की दिशा में एक महत्वपूर्ण कदम उठाया है।
I was very happy to be here at the IEEE Higher Education Summit, and also, as I briefed in my talk, Indian engineering and management education is at the peak. So we need to now translate that into an excellent, high-quality engineering and management education, not just for India, for the whole world. We have that capacity and bandwidth already. So that's where I think, I wanted to send a message to many of my international colleagues from IEEE, and I wish, that we send out a positive signal during this Amrit Kal. Vikasit Bharat, I say, is no more a dream. It's a reality. It might happen in 20 years or maybe 25 years, but it is bound to happen. Okay, because the kind of activities which are going, and also we are already the 5th largest economy. And not just the economy, we need to do more and more in higher education. So we need to bring large number of children to higher education. That's the challenge we have. So that's where we need to use the technology, and the kind of organization like IEEE would be very, very helpful to us, because we need to reach out large number of the kids who aspire to study. They have actually a lot of fire in the belly. Only we need to give an opportunity to them. I think through the technology usage and the digital approaches, along with institutions like IEEE, we can reach to the large numbers. Thank you. Namaskar.
Thank you so much.
There's enormous opportunities, I believe, for IEEE to play a role in helping what education can help India to become, and the people involved in technology become. Technology, I believe, is the biggest source of generation of revenue, of wealth, of new opportunities, and also, I think, of solving some of the world's big problems. So IEEE is involved in education. We have a lot of educators who are part of IEEE. We're looking at the future of education. How could technology enable us to teach and to learn in new ways? And how?
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
That's okay. And then how will things like AI change the way we work and the way that we should be doing
But
things?
we're also there's big IEEE out there,
Yes.
and so there's a lot of industry and there's a lot of academics, and IEEE is bringing industry and academics together, and the whole point of the summit was part of that, to bring industry and academics together to think about the future of education.
Which is very important, because it's more than just knowing, the kind of things you can learn in school. It's how do you apply that? How do you make things happen? How do you do measurements? How do you actually make stuff work? How do you manufacture things?
Well, and designing a curriculum that supports and readies students when they graduate to contribute to that actively. That's not done in a vacuum.
And combining that, things that industry can help with, like internships and things of that sort, with the stuff that people can learn in the schools.
And learning how to learn.
That's the big thing. That's what education is really about. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Thank you.
So my first question is like, what are the key benefits of IEEE for students?
I think IEEE is a society which gives a lot of resources in terms of research and all the things. And the students and the faculty members and the PhD scholars get a lot of benefit out of that to get what is happening in the world in terms of latest research, latest technological research. So I think the IEEE is one of the very, very prestigious society which do all this kind of works.
So what was this even all about?
So this event is actually making a conference between the minds, especially the vice chancellors and the IEEE society, bringing what kind of education in the next 10 years and what IEEE can support to that education. I think we are converging on those ideas.
What would you say about IEEE higher education?
About IEEE Higher Education
Summit.
Oh, about the summit.
summit, yeah.
Yes. So it's been fantastic. It's brought together so many leaders across India, and then for us to be a part of it and to share in it and to think for the future. And so the notion of reimagining engineering education is an important one and a transformative one. And so we love to be a part of that.
Okay, so tell us something about the event. What was like, how were you feeling about the event?
Well, I was really impressed by the thoughtfulness of each person so the document that they were talking about, NEP 2020, it's a policy document, but it's really an aspirational outline of the future. It's not a recipe or a cookbook that you can follow. And so you've got to have, you've got to kick it around, and all change is difficult, and frankly it has to wreak a little bit of havoc. And so everyone wants things to be better, and you're making things better for students, you're making things better for the future, and you're advancing technology in a quality way at the same time. And so all of that takes a lot of thought and different perspectives coming together, and it was great to see so many experts putting in their thoughts on that, and to be a contributor to that was important, I think, for both of us.